What's going on? DJ Hazmat here.
And I'm Matty Wills.
And here we are again, Christmas edition of the post game Matt and Matt Sports. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We just received an L, courtesy of Coach Stefanski. But I'm going to let you go and talk about whatever it is you feel you need to go ahead. Hit them with the numbers.
Feliz Navidad, first of all. Merry Christmas, Has. We've been doing this show together for a long time, and you're in Atlanta, so I'm sure you've got a bodega or something around you close. I don't know what you guys have down there. You know, I live in Cuyahoga County, home of Omicron.
It's everywhere, sir.
Hey, man, listen.
I just had it last week. I'm good though now.
Me too. Same here. Hope your family's good. Tough game for the Browns, obviously. Nail biter, went down to the end. 24-22. Browns lose on the road. We can't talk about the game without talking about the non-call at the end of the game. Now, I know that I'm hard on Baker, and this is if you just look at the stat line, it is an easy game to say, what Baker had 4 interceptions. What the hell happened? Your defense stepped up in the second half. Coach Stefanski listened to you and ran Nick Chubb a lot more. Dearness Johnson had a huge run in the fourth quarter to set up that touchdown, and things seemed to be going in the right direction. We were getting ready to give I don't know if he's a rookie kicker, but the new kicker a chance, and a non-call really cost us the game, man. Tough loss. Doesn't completely eliminate us from postseason contention. Major blow, though. Major blow. So that's what I got.
It's over, Matty Wills. I could just say this.
I don't think it's over, but
I think it's over. Like we've mathematically put ourselves in a very difficult situation. We can't get in as a wild card, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that right now. We can't get in as a wild card. Our only hope to get into the playoffs is to win the division, which could be possible because we were only a game behind the division leaders who we already beat. So if we beat them at the end of the season, it was simple mathematics. You understand what I'm saying? Like all we had to do was hold fort for 2 games and let it be decided at the end of the season. And that's what it would have come down to, because with a tie record, we would have won the division. So, but let's focus on what happened tonight. On Christmas Day, you make me focus on the Cleveland Browns on a holiday where we could be doing other things other than getting our blood pressure up, you know.
Cardiac kids these last couple weeks,
getting into conversations and people start arguing, but I don't want to do that this time because I noticed something during the game that made me say, you know what? You're not going to do this to me again. You're not going to put me in the center of an ongoing debate that you've already decided.
Good call, Sean.
What you want to do. And I'm talking about the Cleveland. This game tonight to me showed me what the Cleveland Browns organization is made of. Forget about the conversation about Baker Mayfield and what you think about what he is or what he isn't. If you are in a situation like this in a football game and you're the coach, and that last series was absolutely horrible from a coaching perspective, you have the ball, ample time. You have all 3 of your timeouts in your pocket. Your running game, they can't do nothing with it. Not a damn thing to do with Nick Chubb or Dearness Johnson. And in that situation, with 3 timeouts, you can stop the clock. So it's not about get the ball and get out of bounds or incompletion.
You want to keep it running. Yeah.
You can run as much as you want with 3 timeouts in that situation.
I'm going to pull up that last play, that last drive.
It was all passes.
Yeah.
Let me just stop you. You don't even have to look it up. Not one running play in our last 3 possessions. First down pass, second down pass, third down, all incompletions, and we still had 3 timeouts in our pocket for nothing at the end of that game. And any coach knows, anybody who's ever played or watched football knows, Nick Chubb should have been getting that ball in that situation. Running the ball on them was not a problem. The only thing that stopped our running game was Kevin Stefanski.
All right, well, here we go. Let me interject here just a bit. So the final possession for the Cleveland Browns, it went 8 plays. We had the ball for a minute and 22 seconds, and we covered 25 yards. So 1st and 10, shotgun, Nick Chubb run to the right for 4 yards. Then it was a 2-minute warning, right? Right after the 2-minute warning, 2nd and 6, we ran it again. Nick Chubb ran right for 10 yards. Then after that, Nick Chubb gets one more carry. So we ran it 3 times. Actually, bro, no, we ran it the first three plays. Once we got the ball back. After that, though, pass until the interception at the end there. And hey, you're not wrong, Has. We should be running the ball a lot more, man. I definitely agree with you.
It's not a lot more. It's in that critical situation right there. Your running game was all you had tonight. Don't you think it's peculiar that you would make a decision like that at that point of that game with 3 timeouts in your pocket? Your running game can't be stopped. All you really need to do is get in field goal range, or better yet, you're probably going to run right into the end zone because they can't stop Nick Chubb or Dearness Johnson.
Yeah.
And you have all 3 timeouts in your pocket. You're going to pass. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to even think about calling a pass in that situation. But you can have the Baker Mayfield conversation all you want. Well, I want to know why in that situation, when you know the season is on the line, you decide this is a good time to turn and pass.
5 passes in a row
want Baker Mayfield to succeed. With the way the first half that Baker Mayfield had, you want to trust that? It's just not logical.
Well,
the only logic is that they're cutting off their nose to spite their own face.
I disagree.
They sabotaged themselves to lose this game today.
I disagree with that.
Anybody can say, you can talk about Baker. Go ahead, talk about Baker Mayfield all you want.
Well, I disagree with that in the sense that just because you call a pass play doesn't mean that you don't expect you still expect the play to work. Now, you're 100% right. The final 5 plays for the Browns on offense were all passes, most of them incompletions. But the problem is once you pass it on 1st down and it's incomplete, you're really kind of cutting your options down to what you can do on 2nd down, especially if you throw an incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now you're at the point where you have to throw it. But I agree with you, Has. We should have ran the ball down their throats at the end of the game. We shouldn't have thrown the ball until they made us throw the ball, especially when you have 3 timeouts. Completely, the entire field is open for you to do whatever you want with it. So I agree with you that they shouldn't have trusted Baker down the stretch. But I disagree with you in the sense that they don't want Baker to succeed. If anything, I would say that this is a case
they want Baker to fail because they don't want to have to pay Baker Mayfield. I think the front office. Listen to me.
That's conspiracy time.
Let's imagine that the front office agrees with you guys, the ones that don't think Baker Mayfield should get the contract. If Andrew Berry agrees with you, he's not going to say that out loud.
Well, Andrew Berry's not the one calling the plays.
Andrew Berry is the one that's going to decide whether or not Baker Mayfield gets his money.
Yeah, but he's not the one calling the plays and making him throw the ball 5 times in a row down the stretch.
Go right ahead and think that conversations aren't had. Put that ball in the hands of Baker Mayfield and see what he do. You don't remember? Listen.
Hold on.
Let me finish my point real quick. Because if you remember, maybe a month or so ago, Andrew Berry in a press conference said these words: "We expect Baker Mayfield to go out there and play his best football for the remainder of the season." So you can look at that statement in 2 different ways, because they know he's dealing with injuries. But to say that in public, it's almost like you're saying, all right, we're going to see what you do for the end of the season.
Yes.
And so, therefore, in a
with that.
situation where it doesn't call for you to put the ball in the hands of Baker Mayfield, you put the ball in the hands of Baker Mayfield anyway, because you're like, yeah, we already know we could win this thing with Nick Chubb. We could give this thing to Nick Chubb and run this thing all the way to the end zone. But you know what? We're going to make you earn your contract, Baker, right here. Because
maybe you're on to something.
So if Baker does it, then he's gaining leverage in his negotiation. Right. If he doesn't, they gain leverage, because this is all about whether Baker Mayfield is going to get paid. They don't give a damn whether we go to the playoffs to try and prove whether to try.
That's where I wholeheartedly disagree with you. I don't believe that anybody in Berea, on the Browns sideline, and ownership or anything would choose proving Baker isn't the man over potentially making the playoffs. I disagree with that 100%. I do agree with you in the sense that Baker shouldn't have been throwing the ball.
Today it was obvious, Matty, that you should have kept running the ball. There's no way around that.
But we've been seeing that and saying that the whole season. This is just what this coaching.
No, it was never more prevalent than it was in this game tonight in that series.
This is just what this coaching staff does. How many times at halftime or post-game are we sitting here complaining because we're throwing instead of running? This is what we do. This is what they do. Every week, this is what they do. In situations where we think they should be running the ball, they're throwing the ball. So they didn't deviate from anything that they've been doing all season. Does that mean that what you're saying isn't true in terms of they're letting Baker either earn his contract or fall out of the race? Maybe there's something to that, but
he's trying to gain negotiation chips,
bro.
By putting it on Baker instead of doing what the obvious coach would do, and that is continue to hand the ball to Nick Chubb.
I think
he's not going to let Baker ride into a new contract on the back of Nick Chubb.
And I think if you asked Coach why he did that, I think that he would just say that he's trying to win a game, and he would say that this is how
I'm trying to win the game.
This is how I coach. So when he's talking to Eric,
then you should be fired.
And he's talking to the GM, he's going to tell him, look, get me a guy that can make the plays. I agree with most of what you're saying, except for the fact that we shouldn't call passes just because Baker can't throw. If Baker can't throw, he shouldn't be the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. At the end of the day, if we can't rely on Baker to not throw interceptions in big time moments of games, then he shouldn't be regardless of what you thought should have happened in terms of play calling in this game. He shouldn't be here for the long haul. That's been my stance since about week 2 or 3.
So let's just keep trying to throw the ball when we should run it and lose games because we don't make the right coaching decision. Just to prove a point about whether or not this quarterback.
So what are you saying?
Our team is built to win with Chubb in them.
So are you saying that you choose Baker over Stefanski?
No, what I'm saying is,
I'm asking.
Baker Mayfield doesn't have to get a $500 million contract.
What I'm asking you is, who do you trust more? Who do you want to keep more on this team right now if you had to make a decision? Baker or Stefanski?
What?
You heard me?
Stefanski is proving to be a
puppet. Answer the question.
To me, Stefanski is starting to prove to be somewhat of a puppet of the upper organ of
your answer is Baker.
What?
So is your answer Baker? I'm just asking you a question. We're doing a sports show about the Browns. I'm asking, who do you want more on this team, Baker or the coach?
I don't like the question.
What does that mean? So you're not going to answer it?
Nope. Merry Christmas.
Well, let's go, man. If we're not going to answer questions and talk about things that pertain to the Browns, then what are we doing?
Listen, I'll take Stefanski. You know why? Because, and I'll go ahead and answer the question, and I'll answer it in this manner. I'll take Stefanski because he's the company man that is being told to do what he has to do. And if the company feels that they don't want this quarterback, and knowing in a game time situation, a smart coach, like if the coach of the year would call more, would run that ball right into the end zone, I would think the coach of the year would know they can't stop my run game, so I'm going to pound this.
Not only can they not stop my run game, but my quarterback is throwing interceptions. The coach of the year, I think, would not even care if Baker Mayfield threw for any yards when my running game is going like this.
And I'm not even going to call no first down bombs from deep in my own territory unnecessarily early in the game. For what? When my running game is just going crazy tonight. These dudes are just going to go nuts. But our coach of the year doesn't do that. Why? Because there's a situation going on that a conversation is going to have to be had at the end of the season as to whether or not they have to pay this man at quarterback. And they're trying to get the cheap deal. So that's we already know, if we can agree, Baker Mayfield is not Aaron Rodgers-esque, or he's not one of those guys. No. He's not. But he's one of those other guys that or more than half the team,
like
half
Sam
the league
Darnold, Jared Goff. He's one of them guys. So let me ask you this: Do you think that the front office has already made up in their mind that they're done with Baker?
They're setting look.
I'm asking you. No, I don't know.
Is that 3 or threat?
Where
is he a threat? Harold
Gene.
Jr.
Yeah.
Says the organization don't trust Baker. I think they.
Well, that's what I'm asking you, Has. I'm asking you. What do you think? Do you think that the front office
tonight
is
sold
on Baker?
Tonight, I would lend credence to that notion
that they're done with him.
It's unfortunate because we very well should have won that game. The way our running game was going with the situation and 3 timeouts in your pocket, there's no way you don't win that game. Unless you say, you know what, hold up. Put the ball in Baker's hands. Even though he's thrown 3 picks already.
He had thrown 3 picks to that point.
How peculiar of you to still put it in his hands when Chubb and them was doing what they were doing.
Yeah.
That's a very peculiar move.
So you think
go right ahead and have that conversation.
You think they sabotaged the game to prove Baker isn't the dude? Is that what you're calling? Is that what you're saying? That's grounds for termination, if you ask me.
There's no way you have 3 timeouts and you don't call none of them, sir. They don't even run the ball. They get over the 50-yard line and say they put a jacket on Nick Chubb, who was hot.
Was cold. He was chilly.
He
must have been cold on the sideline.
No,
I don't know what we just watched. Has
he was running
the second half?
Look, you're gonna see they couldn't do nothing with him.
While I was scrolling during the first half, I see people mad at the defense, and I'm like, listen. How are you mad at the defense right now? The defense is the only reason you're in this game. If your offense keeps turning the ball over, I don't know what you expect. The defense then forced back-to-back 3 and outs in the second half, allowing your team to get back into the game. I don't know. It's a tough pill to swallow, not even a week after the tough pill to swallow against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Green Bay. Merry Christmas. What is Diane Lavin?
They didn't want to ruin Rodgers' big game, man. His historic day.
She said other QBs does not. Hold on. Let me make sure.
Other quarterbacks don't throw that many interceptions like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. Even Lamar Jackson throws INTs, but the Ravens still find a way to win. And the Browns this season have definitely taken a step back in terms of finding a way to win.
Diane, it has nothing to do with just they wanted to be the Baker Mayfield conversation. Okay, this is about leverage.
I don't buy that.
Andrew Berry's a smart man. Look, Andrew Berry's a slick dude, man. I gotta hand it to him. I gotta hand it to him, man. He's slick in more ways than I ever thought. Never would I have ever imagined that I would see in my own eyes a game being thrown right at the precipice of winning.
You are making some allegations,
right
man.
At the precipice of winning that game. There's no way they could not stop our run game.
As I just don't agree with you in this, just from the standpoint, and we don't have to keep hammering home the same points. I don't believe they would purposefully jeopardize a chance to go to the playoffs just to prove a point about Baker. I think the point about Baker has been proven. He's been a bum, and we've been through that.
There it is. That's what Andrew Berry wants.
But I think this is on Stefanski just doing a bad coaching job. I don't think there's some conspiracy. I think that your coach had a bad fourth quarter again.
When they get Baker to either settle for that little bit of money or go.
Baker ain't gonna settle. He gonna go to you know what the latest rumor I heard is from our partners down the dial that talk about sports every day is that who's the OC in New England? The John Carroll boy.
What is his name? Jeff Daniels or something like that?
Whatever his name is, man. They're saying he could end up in Houston. Then he would make a play for Baker, potentially swinging the guy who likes those happy endings just a little too much.
Oh,
Coming up here to Cleveland to play quarterback for the Cleveland Browns in terms of Deshaun Watson. They're saying his legal things will be finished out in January, February, well before the season has started, and they will trade Deshaun. And they're saying that I can't remember his name, but the OC over in New England.
I just hate that this whole
it ain't going away, buddy.
Is affecting our season because it's a matter of
Josh
when
McDaniels. Thank you, Michael.
Games won and lost are leverage in the negotiation. Very much so. You know the boy was off today. He had already threw 3 interceptions. He ain't
practiced in 2 weeks. I can't believe he threw the ball 30 times.
Hey, this run game is working real well, but never mind that. Let's go on and throw the ball with 3 timeouts in our back pocket. That makes sense. Man. Oh, Josh McDaniels. I was like Jeff Daniels. It's Josh McDaniels.
Thank you, Michael Gibson.
I couldn't even
thanks, Mike. Well, we appreciate your comments every week, bro. Look, it's a holiday. I hope you had a great Christmas. I'm trying to get back to some holiday things, so you tell me what else we got on the play here.
My Christmas, man.
Yeah.
I was having
the coach of the year went to the worst coach of the year.
Before you go, I'd like to know what good great gift did you get today for Christmas?
My wife got me a very nice jacket from North Face that I really like. So that's my big one. Everything else was just kind of little stuff from the kids.
Oh, that's damn.
I don't
think I could wear that out here. It's like 74 degrees.
Yeah, but I tell my people I don't really need nothing, man. I honestly feel like, it's corny when people say they feel blessed. Like I look around, I think I'm straight. We took care of the kids though, bro. We listen. Kid got an Oculus. You ever played one of those?
My son Jacob got an Oculus for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I had to back him up away from the big screen upstairs because, we not gonna knock the big screen over just because you can't see what the hell you're doing. But the Oculus
is pretty cool. Also be on the screen?
You can put it on the screen as well. But he was just playing it in the living room. He was playing some boxing game. And he was sweating. He was swinging hard. I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, we definitely got an Oculus was under the tree for Christmas. A Nintendo Switch was under there.
Oh yeah,
for the younger one.
I got one of those for my birthday last year, man.
Yeah,
I like my Switch.
And my wife always gets thoughtful gifts for me. When she knows, she listens. She bought me some new Babyliss, the Babyliss gold hedge trim that you use.
Oh, the gold joints? Yeah.
Gold joints. Yeah, man.
Does it work like in them commercials, man?
It's still in the box, man.
Okay.
I didn't take it out yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I needed some new edges anyway, because I'll be cutting the boys' hair.
Hey, listen.
She got me a condenser microphone.
Oh, there you go. What kind of mic you got?
It's a Sterling.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So I haven't tested that out yet. You see, I ain't got it out.
In our field, good mics definitely make a huge difference.
And some headphones.
There you go.
My headphones.
Wow. Must be doing it. Oh, fam. It's time to throw those in the trash, man.
Huh?
It's a wrap on those. It's time to hang them up.
Still work. I'll be DJing.
If they still work. You better not. Listen, you are in ATL now, man. I don't want to see you down there.
I was out there like this when I was DJing. I was like, with the thing. But I got a new set of headphones.
There you go.
God bless my wife, man. She,
Yeah, well, we almost had a miracle win on Christmas Saturday here in the land, and
they didn't want that win.
Didn't quite work out. Now,
it wouldn't even been a miracle.
Say that our
easily won that game.
To go to the playoffs before that game started was 11%, but if we lost the game, it's still 10%. So we still got a shot, and we got 2 division games left ahead of us. I guess we're rooting for Baltimore tomorrow. Is that what I heard? I don't know, man.
Yes, we need Baltimore.
The Ravens and
we need Baltimore to win, so that puts us in striking distance. If Cincinnati ends up in first place, that we can snatch it from them because we would win the tie.
If we have time, if we're tied.
What's funny is they keep picking Cincinnati to win, but they keep dancing around the fact that we whoop their ass.
Yeah.
Every time we play them.
Yeah.
So I don't really understand what's going on. What's Baker like? 3-0 against Joe Burrow?
And then the Steelers play the Chiefs without Tyreek Hill, without Travis Kelce, and there's
There's
somebody
so
else
much.
big time on their
I know.
offense that's out as well. So
The damn
we need the
Steelers. That'll be
Steelers to
the
lose too.
problem, man.
Yeah, man.
The damn Steelers, man. I'm so sick of them, though. We could have we play them next week, right?
We play. I don't know. Yeah, because we end last week. The last week is
We
against
got
the
the
Bengals.
Steelers next week in
Yeah.
Cleveland. So no, it's in Pittsburgh. Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
And out at Heinz Field. So we should dog them. They don't want to.
Nah.
They don't want to play to their potential. They trying to keep this negotiation on their side. I'm telling you, I believe in it. And so
I hear
therefore,
you.
I am no longer arguing with this Baker Mayfield conversation. I'm not about it. They expect Baker Mayfield to play his best football for the remainder of the season.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm about to play Call of Duty on my PlayStation 5, probably until the wee hours of the morning. I'm gonna head upstairs, get one more plate of food. The wife hooked it up. Man, I don't know what she did to them greens this week, but they going extra. So I'm gonna go give me some more of them. Yep. We got a honey baked. We usually go to my in-laws today, but we was all sick over the last week and a half. So we just staying home, man. So I'm gonna play Call of Duty.
She got a ham going down there, some sweet potatoes and some other stuff. So I'm about to eat too. But tomorrow, I'm putting on for the seafood. We went and got some king crab legs and some
seafood.
And I got the prawns, not the small shrimp, but the prawns, like a big bag of those. So I'm gonna season them boys up, and we're gonna have us some crab legs and some shrimps. Trying to figure out how I want to cook the shrimp, but I know I'm gonna steam them crab legs. They're gonna be great. Costco's
must be nice, man. Must be nice.
Costco.
We'll probably eat the same thing we're eating today for dinner tomorrow, man. So it's a lot of food up there. It's only 5 of us, so we're gonna go ahead and bang that out for the rest of this weekend.
Well, we don't got to do too much on the food because our boys don't eat like that. So
I feel you. They still a little young.
I'm about to go smash now. So appreciate you taking out your time, Matty Wills, on your Christmas.
Hey, man, Merry Christmas, bro. Hopefully your family has a great holiday. My family, my kids wake up super early today, so I think everybody will probably be asleep in my house within the next couple of hours. But hope you had a good holiday. Hey, man, I wish we could have brought it home with a win. It felt like we were going to do it for a minute. They had us dangling on the edge, just like last week.
My son's Nick Chubb jerseys. You know what I'm saying? For the holidays.
He's a beast.
And
he almost
JJ has his on. He has an orange one, and I got Jackson the color rush one. So Nick Chubb,
he did everything he could do.
It, man.
He did everything he could.
Derrick Henry. If the Tennessee Titans would continue to hand that thing to Derrick Henry in a situation like that, if that's your best player, that's who you go with.
Jonathan
Damn the
Taylor
quarterback conversation.
Yeah.
Let's win the game with our best players, man. I'm tired of the quarterback conversation. I agree with you. Baker's not a great guy, quarterback, consistent. He's been inconsistent this year. I agree with that. I'm not a Baker lover. I'm just saying coach the game the right way when you know you can win with the run. You don't run. They're like, oh, we're just going to throw it anyway.
Anyway, we got the ball. We got 3 timeouts. We only need a field goal. Let's keep running. I mean, let's keep throwing. I hear you, man.
Hey,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Hey,
I don't get it.
We need him to throw another pick. Ooh, Andrew Berry was sitting up there like this, smirking when that happened. Andrew Berry was like,
if we ever get him on, we gotta ask him that. Man. He ain't gonna answer it, but we gonna have to ask him.
Gangster at that Cleveland organization, man. I gotta back up. I forgot what I was dealing with. Andrew Berry is the Don, yo. He's the Don.
And, he's a young brother though, so I root for him. Yo,
straight out of Bel Air, Maryland. Crawford County, what's good?
Matty Wills _23. Hit me up, man. Me and my dudes about to ride out on Call of Duty Vanguard, man. So if you see me online, say what's up.
Well, yeah, that's some video game stuff. I don't got one of those handles, but yeah, y'all go right on ahead, man. I might see what's up with this Oculus and just hang out with the fam, Enjoy the Christmas trees.
You already know. Getting right into that momentarily as well. We appreciate all the comments. We appreciate all the views. Twan said that he gonna take a shot, so I'm gonna take a shot with y'all as well.
Yeah, Daryl.
And
Diane, thank you.
Damn,
Daryl.
go Browns, man.
Johnny.
My goodness.